peaceful protesters. This is what we're gonna do. Since you guys keep asking, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna stop this? First off, stop allowing them to arrest you. They do not have the right to do that. I want you, and always do this with multiple people. Okay, it's gonna be a multiple people thing to do, because you always outnumber them. And now, if you're someone who they kind of outnumber you, then don't do this because that's dangerous. Make sure you have enough group of people there, and you disarm them. You have a group of people that disarms them and takes the gun away and unloads the gun, so that way they can know they cannot get accidentally fired. Unload them, take whatever gun they have on them, take them away. As they're doing that, someone else is putting them in a handcuff position. Those people are going to take off the handcuffs that are, because they all have handcuffs probably on them, or even if they just have zip ties on them, you take away their handcuffs that are on them, or zip ties, whichever one it is. They probably do have at least one pair of handcuffs on them. You then put those handcuffs on them, okay? And then another group of people, if they don't have zip ties on them, bring zip ties with you, because we're also going to zip tie their fucking feet together. And then we're going to prop them up on the sidewalk. Have them propped up, shoulder to shoulder, like, they have someone that they are leaning up against or whatever, so they don't necessarily fall over. Or make them lay down, who cares? I don't care. Then you're going to have a group of people who have tow trucks, and you're going to tow their vehicles away, okay? Take their vehicles away so that way they have no one to come get them. And then you're going to do this all on live. Do it all on live, okay? So that way, Orange Man in the White House can see this happening. And it has to be everywhere. Like, on the DL, pick a certain day to do this, because it sounds like protesting is happening every day. Plan. Make sure you plan. Make sure that everyone in the group knows what they're doing. So that way you can do this in the most safe fucking way. Wear the mask, so that way if they try to gas you with the little gasser thingies, whatever, you can still work and do stuff. Make sure you have visual all the time, whatever you're wearing. And then you're going to put it on live and say, hey, Orange Man in the White House, come get your boys. And apparently some of them are women. Come get your dipshits, your goons. Come get them. Our government has always been a rich colonizer, Christian government. It was always run by slave masters from the beginning and even till now. They call us, instead of calling us slaves, they call us working class employees, which is the ones who get paid minimum fucking wage. And that's why minimum wage has never gone up. It's because they don't want to pay us more, even though they could. If you can raise the prices on food and all that shit, you can raise the damn prices on paying your people. But not raise the prices on food again, because that's what they would have done. If they gave us more pay, they would have raised prices on food anyways. But they didn't raise the pay and still raised the prices of food. Also, food shouldn't be in a lab, made in a lab. Food should be grown wild in every town, every city. On rooftops, wherever it is that you can have some planters, you can grow food. It should be readily available for everyone. It shouldn't be just for the rich. Also, it shouldn't be with a bunch of fucking hormones that gives us cancer. The government has never been for the poor people. And so therefore, the way we're gonna rescue ourselves from this colonizer, corrupt government is us rescuing ourselves. No one's gonna come save us. This government is never gonna arrest the people that they want in charge of the government. The court systems are corrupt. Everything is corrupt. Even the education is corrupt. And if you don't see that now, you're just purposely being delusional. Like, I get that there's brainwashing involved, but there's a lot of people out there who have come out of that brainwashing, so I know it's possible. So when are you going to come out of the brainwashing? When are you going to start seeing the truth on how killing people, no matter what color their skin is wrong? And their God loves genocide. That's why they worship him. Their God tells them that they can be godlike and pick who lives and who dies, who gets the money and who doesn't. That is what their God is. It ain't no damn devil. They're not secretly worshiping the devil. No, they are worshiping their godlike fucking colonizer God who thinks he can just say if you're a white person, you're good, but if you're not, you can die. You can go to hell. Because in reality, saying that if you don't worship me, you go to hell, especially when we don't even actually see him, like, it cut me off, but we don't even see this entity, this deity, this ghost or whatever. It's basically just them using this deity, because that's what I kind of call them, as their excuse to commit the violence that they commit on us. I mean, even in the Bible, there's children who get horribly treated, and you know what I'm talking about. That's what they do. That's why this Epstein Files is out there. They do what their God allows them to do. But really, it's them. Because, like, think about it. Even the devil, they say that you summon the devil. The devil had no, like, he just gets summoned. If you summon one, it means that you brought them there, and now you're demanding them to do something for you. And because you summon them, apparently they have to obey for some reason. If anything, that's just like a genie in a bottle scenario. You find a genie in a bottle, you rub the fucking whatever they're in, and it comes out, and then he has to, or she has to give you 3 wishes. That's out of their control. That's like some weird ass curse on them, and then you just use them. That's all it is. It's about using people. These rich colonizers use the slaves, the poor people, as the laborers, so that way they can make more fake ass money, because money's fake. We don't even have really cash anymore. Cash is obsolete. Oh, and don't get me started on how the fact that cash says "in God we trust." You guys are always big about separation of church and state, separation of church and state. Bitch, we don't even have separation of church and the federal government. They worship that money. That money is what makes them superior over us. Other than that, they're not superior over us. They're just lame ass people who claim, well, I'm rich, you're not, so I can tell you what to do. And that's why the government's so corrupt, is because only rich people can be put in the government, especially in being as a president. Because I tried to run for presidency this past year, and it made me realize how corrupt it is. Plus, because if you don't have money, endorsements and shit, you ain't gonna get seen. And that's what the third party's all about. They don't get really seen because they don't have a whole lot of money. And then they divide the third party votes because you're over here trying to vote which one you want, and that's why it never works. It never works. You're gonna end up with either Democrat or Republican, and they're both corrupt. They are both corrupt. And if you can't see that now, you're just being delusional. And I know it sucks to see it now, but like, we have to see it for what it is. In order to get on our truth timeline, we're gonna have to see our world for what it actually is. So that way we can actually